Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It is week 26 to get us caught up after the holidays with pregnancy updates. We're gonna talk about that today. We're gonna talk about an update on my gestational diabetes diagnosis. I had an appointment at the hospital with a nutritionist a few days ago and just get up to speed on that. And also I will show you a bump update. I realized I didn't do that in my last video officially, although you could see me kind of like in the rooms going around fixing stuff. You could see my bump there, but I'll make it official and show you the real deal this week. Spoiler alert, I'm huge. I'm huge now. If you're new to my channel, hi, my name is Eileen Vincett and I am an American expat living in Switzerland, pregnant, coming up on 27 weeks pregnant this weekend with our beautiful rainbow bub. We don't know if we're having a boy or a girl, but beautiful rainbow babe after having 7 pregnancy losses and finally being able to conceive and hold a pregnancy through the beautiful magic of science IVF. I'm so glad you're here. If you like this video, check out some of my others and maybe consider subscribing. Get crazy. So this week, let's start with the baby. I haven't been checking my baby app. I mean, I know it's growing. I can feel it. It's big. I don't know how big. But I can feel the baby moving a lot. I know that the baby can now open its eyes, which is just magical and delicious. As far as me, symptoms that I've been having is the growth. I'm feeling my size now. When I sit down on our couch, which is pretty low to the ground, my husband sometimes has to help me get up, or I like waddle my way up. I find being physically active with Patrick is not as easy now. Getting out of bed in the middle of the night to go pee, because I have to do that. Obviously, if you're pregnant, you know you have to pee all the time when you're pregnant. That takes a little more work and effort. Listen, these are not problems. This is the way it goes. You get big when you're pregnant. But I'm kind of coming out of that beautiful second trimester phase and entering into third trimester house realness, okay? My acid reflux has continued. It gets particularly bad if I've eaten a meal that's larger than normal. I'm not eating that's not true, because really after any meal, it's pretty bad. Like if I bend over, it's just like, oh my God, it just burns so bad. I'm just rolling with it. It's totally fine. Everything's moving really, really fast. Let's see, if I'm 27 weeks this weekend, then that means like, gosh, I could go like in the next 10 weeks. Oh my gosh, I need to sort out that nursery. I mean, I could go early, who knows? So this is just crazy. At the beginning, I felt like it was moving at snail's pace. Like, when will I have a bump? When is this gonna happen? And now I feel like we're on a rocket and we're going there. We're going to Planet Baby, okay? The other obviously big symptom and thing that we've been experiencing is this new gestational diabetes diagnosis. And I want to say a huge, huge thank you to everybody that commented on my last video, friends of mine who reached out to me on Facebook and Instagram. You guys really don't know how much that settled me down. I was really freaked out when I first got the diagnosis because I was like, diabetes equals bad, very unhealthy, very much you need to get your house in order health-wise, exercise, diet-wise. And while I have taken steps back and looked at my diet and made some changes, which are ultimately really good for me, I appreciate that it's not a big deal. It's a bit of an inconvenience, but hopefully, and in most cases from the stories you guys have shared with me, this will be just a temporary thing while I'm pregnant. So I'm totally cool with it. My readings are coming out okay. And speaking of which, I need to do a reading now, so I'll show you how it works. All right, so here we go. I'll show you the main ingredients of a glucose blood test. I was a bit intimidated when they first showed me, but it's super easy. So you've got your little nifty machine here. Can you see? That will give you your reading. You have these lovely little strips. Can you see? Go into focus. Oh, it's my makeup tutorial. Is that right? Ah, you get the idea. These little strips go in to the machine here. And when they do, it turns on. And then we have our little piercing machine. Sorry, it's not in great focus, but this is our little piercing machine. And if I take this off, you can see my black sweater do you see that little, yeah, you can see it there. There's a little needle. You change that out every day. You can change it out between every prick, but here they were like, you can use the same one. It's so fast, like it's fine. I don't think I pass any sanitation tests if I was opening my own hospital, but it's fine for me, okay. So you pull this like a little gun, frankly, And you've got settings. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5, and that's how intense a pierce, a prick on your finger it's going to be. I do 1 because I don't want it to hurt that bad, and I get what I need from that. So we're gonna pull that back. I'm gonna put it against one of these 3 fingers. It has to be your middle, your ring, or your pinky finger. We're gonna go with the ring finger today, and I press this pen right up against that finger on the side, and then I press this trigger button to do it. Ow! I'm just kidding, it doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt at all. And it's so fast, it just pierces right into your finger. And then after it does, if you don't like blood, look away. You give it a little squeeze. Oh, got a bit of blood there. And I pull up my nifty machine that's still patiently waiting for me to test. And I put this little strip up to it. Counts down for 3, 2, 1. What's my reading? Please be below 8. 5.4. So I have a 5.4 reading. I have to do a reading 4 times a day. So first thing in the morning is like the fasting reading. So you eat your dinner, have a little bit of dessert if you want, and then you don't eat again until the next morning. So I used to eat quite late into the evening. Like Andy and I would sit in front of the TV and have like a chocolate or something sweet before bed, maybe that last cup of tea with milk. I haven't been doing that anymore. So after I eat dinner and have dessert, that's it for me. I'll have like an herbal tea before bed. So you finish, that's probably around 7. And then I don't have anything again until I wake up. So this morning I did my reading at 8 o'clock, and that's to see what your blood sugar does through the night while you're not eating. And it was a bit high this morning. It was 5.2, and I'll put the US conversion down here because I think the US has different measurements in the hundreds. And it's like milliliters per something, and this is something else per something. Anyway, it was 5.2, which is a bit high this morning. After you eat a meal, in euro terms, you don't want to be above 8 an hour later, and I'm 5.4, so I'm totally good. 5.4, I'll make a note of that. And that's it. I just have to do that, like I said, 4 times a day, once in the morning and an hour after each meal to make sure I'm on top of it. So like I was saying before, readings are okay and I'm feeling good. So I'm gonna really just lean heavily on my doctor to monitor the weight of this baby, because let me tell you something, I don't wanna have try to have this beautiful natural granola birth and rip like from down here all the way up to my neck and all the way up to the back, like because I've got this massive giant Michelin tire man baby. If it's gonna be really big, get your knife out, folks. Get your 10 people in the room and let's cut that tummy open and get that baby out. I am totally fine having a C-section, and in my most twisted moments, I'm like, maybe I want a C-section. It'd be nice to be able to like schedule it. And I know people overdo it with C-sections, it's serious surgery. I know all that stuff. I've been told by friends who are doctors, but part of me is like, I don't know. I don't want the crime scene down there. There, I said it. I don't want it. I don't want to. Oh, it makes me shudder. I didn't have it so bad with Patrick, but it really makes me nervous that I'm gonna have this giant heed on this baby. Did you guys see So I Married an Axe Murderer? Heed, paper, no. It's got a giant heed. Anyway, I don't want to be in a lot of pain, but C-sections are a lot of pain. So anyway, I'll sort it out. I was told by the nutritionist I met with earlier this week that the labor department at the hospital where I'm having the baby loves doing C-sections. So I think she was telling me as like you need to insist on having a natural birth, thinking that was what I super wanted. And I'm fine. I mean, ultimately I'm fine with it either way. I just want a healthy baby. But she didn't realize when she said they're happy to do C-sections. I was like, oh, okay, good. I can just ask. Let's have a look at the bump. So here we are. Oh, do I need to scoot back? Look at this jumper. It's got like a giant stain. Ghetto alert. That's probably from breakfast or something. Anyway, so here we are. Front, tummy. I mean, hey, I could pass for not pregnant from the front, maybe. Where did that 6-pack go? Where is it? It was never there. Oh, she got a bump, take it to the dump, got that bump. What? So yeah, I have a big bump now. Oh, I didn't really give you much time with it. Let's take it in a bit. Let's soak it in, huh? It's big now. This is big, guys. And it's like, I have 10 or 11 more weeks. Does this make anybody else nervous besides me? It makes me real nervous. So yeah, I'm big now. And even just standing up to do that little exercise with you has put me a little bit out of breath. All else is good. We are really diving into names now. We've come up with a long list of girls' names that we like because everybody and their mom is predicting a girl for this baby. So I've kind of, I don't know, I focus more on that, but I don't know, in my weird moments, I'm like, I think it might be a boy. I'm kind of going back and forth because the doctor in my last ultrasound scan was like, I'm gonna stick to the top half of the body so it's not obvious what the baby is. And I'm like, well, isn't it a case of where if it's a boy, it's obvious? I don't need to explain this to you. But if it's a girl, it's kind of not, do you know what I mean? Like it would jump out at you if it was a boy. So I thought it was strange that he didn't want to go. I thought that was strange. So maybe it is a boy. Like I say, girls' names a ton. Boys' names don't have a ton. I like, I'm not gonna tell you guys. I mean, I'll bust it out when we have the kid. We'll tell you what the name is. Obs. We gotta figure it out. It's happening. It's coming so fast. We gotta get our mess together. Like, I wish I was one of these YouTube channels that was like, this week we are putting the nursery in perfect order, and this week is my haul of all the babies. So none of it, you guys. We are like on this roller coaster. We're just seeing what happens and rolling with it. But truth be told, I need to get my together a little bit. So maybe next week we will go into the nursery and do a recce rec. I'll show you guys what we have inventory wise. That's it for today, guys. Thanks so much for stopping by, and we are back on it 2020 doing weekly updates. And once this babe gets here, I'm hoping to get back to 2 videos a week because it's just gonna be so much fun seeing all the little squishy cuteness of a little baby face. I can't wait. Oh, it's been such a long road and we're gonna be there. I'm gonna have a little baby to squeeze and like play gangster rap and like make them fake lip sync gangster rap. It's gonna be so much fun. I appreciate you guys stopping by every time you stop into my channel. Does that make sense? Let's go with it. Have an awesome, awesome weekend, and I will talk to you guys very soon. Take care, bye.